Thanks for tuning in to Chats with Your Self-Worth BFF. This is your host, Michaela Falar, where we are here to skyrocket your self-worth, heal your shit, and take your power back. Welcome to the chat. What's up, guys? Welcome back to Chats with Your Self-Worth BFF. It's Michaela Falar, your host. Today we are going to be chatting about when things don't go your way. I was going to do this episode on how to control your thoughts, which is going to be next Tuesday's episode. I'm committing to it, so keep an eye out for that. It's going to be really freaking good if you struggle with controlling your thoughts. If your thoughts are just going, and you have no control over them. But today I wanted to, just because this has been like a thing, this has been the theme of my day. And I'm going to talk about why it is important to know that when things don't go exactly the way you had planned, or things don't go the way that you wanted them to go, that it's not a reason for you to just spiral into a dark hole or like get sad or get mad. Obviously, like, yes, feel your feelings, feel your emotions, and also move through those emotions and let them fly away. Like, let them come in, realize that they're not serving your highest good, and then let them fly away. And the reason that I'm chatting with you guys about this today is because sometimes, like, I just had this realization today that there are a lot of things in my personal life that don't go as planned. And I'm sure that you have had this same thing happen. Like, things just don't go our way all the time. Like, if they went our way all the time, then, I mean, that would be so great, we think. But in reality, there's always like a reason that things don't go either the way that we had planned or the way that we wanted them to go. And I used to be the person who would constantly just, if something didn't go my way or I didn't get what I wanted, I would just let it get to me. I would let it ruin my entire day, week, month, like whatever it may be. I would just sit in this like pity party of like, woe is me. Why is this happening to me? Play the victim game. And I am not that person anymore. And it was a moment of growth and realization, because sometimes things just don't go our way. And the way that I've shifted that is realizing that things don't go our way all the time, or things don't always happen the way that we wanted them to happen, because there's something better coming, period. The universe, Gus, great universal source, God, whoever you pray to, whatever word best resonates with you, has a plan, and there's a reason that you aren't getting your way. There's a reason things aren't going exactly the way that you had planned. And typically it's because there's something better right around the fucking corner. And you just have to be open and accepting of that, and know and trust in divine timing. Trust that everything is happening for you, not to you, for you, and for a reason. And who knows what that reason is? You might not be able to see it right away. It might take you days, weeks, months, years to figure out why exactly whatever it is happening or not happening. But holding on to the knowing that it is happening for a reason, holding on to the knowing that like the universe, Gus, God has your back, is what's going to get you through these moments of not getting what you want, or not things not happening the way that you wanted them to. I understand that it is really hard when you're in the thick of it to see the silver lining in things. Like, I 100% get that. And I know that sometimes it is hard to process those emotions that we feel. We might be disappointed. We might be pissed off. We might be sad. We might, like all of these emotions that come up typically when things don't go exactly the way we had hoped that they go or wanted them to go. But what changed for me when things don't go exactly the way that I had hoped for or planned is my trust in the fact that everything is working out for me for my highest good. Say it with me. Everything is working out for me for my highest good. This affirmation has been a very life-changing affirmation for me. And it's actually quite beautiful when you come to that realization and you stop like holding on to, oh, well, it could have been this or it should have happened this way. And you just like let that go. You let that sense of like having to have that control over the situation go. And you just let it fucking happen the way that it's supposed to actually happen, because everything happens for a reason, period. So an example of this could be not getting the promotion that you were working hard for. And the opposite of that, like the reason that this could be, is that maybe from not getting this promotion, you actually realize that the work that you're doing for this company or this person or this whoever you're working for is being undervalued. And you then realize that you want to go a different way and move on to a new career path. Or it could be that you have been seeing somebody and they're not on the same page as you, and they still have work that they need to do for themselves on themselves. And you were a small part of that journey and helping them realize that they do need to work through some shit, that they do need to become a different person before they are ready to jump into the next level of a relationship after dating. And now that you see that, you recognize that, you realize that it's a part of your journey to help them through their journey. And you can now move through that emotion and feel those feelings and then realize that it's happening for you. Because what can happen from that is that you now have time to focus on yourself again, more so, which hopefully you're not, losing yourself in this dating situation or whatever it may be in this person, but you're just letting them go instead of trying to fight for it. Because you guys, when something isn't working, when it's not flowing, when you're constantly like having the same conversations over and over again, it's like, you just gotta like realize like, look, we're just not on the same page, and you go your separate ways, and it is what it is. And who knows, like from continuing on your journey and just letting that go and taking it as it is and remembering the good times and like letting it go, it allows you to open up more and to be open to new possibilities of maybe meeting the person that you're actually meant to meet and be with. Or maybe it just gives you more time to be alone and to continue on to your own healing journey. And something that I've realized too in the 6-7 months that I've been single now is like I've been through, as I've mentioned before, I've been through a lot of shit, and I've been through a lot of heartbreak and a lot of disappointments. And there are, I'm sure, some of you listening to this have been through the same thing. And what we have to realize is instead of like dwelling on it like, oh, all men are this or all women are this, or being mad at that person for not feeling the same way you do, or holding on to something that just wasn't meant to be, it's not the way to go. Everything happens for a reason. And what I've realized from being single is that instead of like dwelling on the negative and dwelling on the fact that you didn't get what you wanted, or it didn't go the way that you had hoped it went or would have gone, you are letting it go and keeping like a good vibe going around you and keeping your heart open. Like I used to, from, the trauma and past experience and disappointments I've had in relationships, like for a hot minute, I had my heart closed, like fucking closed. And there was just like this dark energy around my heart chakra and this, like feeling of like, oh, I'm up for a minute. Like I'm never going to find somebody. I let like the things that my past relationships, like men in my life have told me like, oh, you're too much, or you're asking for too much, or you're asking for too much that I can't give you. Like, okay, then like obviously that's not your person. It wasn't my person. They weren't my person. And like letting that go, but like also instead of like having this closed off heart, or like let's say like getting cheated on, for example, like from that, trauma, and having your heart closed off and building this fucking wall up in front of your heart of like not allowing new people in or not allowing new experiences in because you're afraid of getting hurt, which is valid. Like I get that. It's hard to open yourself up to somebody after being hurt so many times. And I'm hoping that you don't let it ruin the opportunities that you possibly could have in the future with somebody else. Having an open heart and living your life with an open heart and not projecting your trauma onto other people or people who are trying to get in, it's not the way that things need to be. And if you are doing that, that's a sign that you need to just stop dating altogether and take some time to reflect on your healing journey. Like you need to just do a little bit more healing and do your best to learn how to open up again. So with that being said, either situation that I gave, like not getting the promotion or the relationship or the guy you were dating or girl you were dating, like it not going exactly the way you had planned, like not letting it affect you to the point where it's affecting your future, just letting it be and being grateful for everything that you've learned from the situation, either one, and then moving forward and still keeping your heart open and still being open to other opportunities or other situations that will benefit your life in the future. Like life is such a beautiful up and down thing, and you just have to do your best to see the silver lining in things. I feel like a broken record right now saying like that, just do your best to stop playing the victim game and accept things for the way that they are, and live your life with like just so much love and gratitude that nothing and nobody will shake you or shake that. Like, I think the most beautiful part of my healing journey and like the last 6-7 months has definitely been learning how to open my heart up again and be open and honest and communicating and learning like what I want, what I don't want, and being open with that and being honest with myself and setting boundaries and staying true to those boundaries. So even if things don't go your way, you're okay because you've done your inner work, you've healed, you've never just truly like healed all the way. Like we always have things that are going to pop up, but you've done your best to like heal and move forward and accept things for how they are and trust in divine timing and trust that like everything is working out for you for your highest good. And when you do that and you fall so in love with yourself and so in love with your life that nothing and no one can shake you. I know for a fact that you have gotten through 100% of your worst days. 100%. No matter what, you always come out of the other end. So remember that. Remember that with an open heart. Remember that everything is working out for you for your highest good. You might have to pick yourself back up off the ground and dust your shoulders off, but you're going to be okay. You're going to be good no matter what life throws at you, no matter what the universe throws at you. And do know that like whatever is getting thrown at you, whatever isn't going exactly the way you had planned or exactly how you had hoped, it's all for a reason. And just trust that it's all working out for you for your highest good. And the more you believe in that, the easier the letdowns will get, because they won't be letdowns. It'll be kind of like a, okay, I see you, universe. I hear you. I get it. There's a reason that I didn't get this promotion at work. There's a reason that I didn't get the person that I wanted to get. Yeah. There's a reason for all of it. So it's your choice to come out of the other side holding that knowing that everything will work out for you for your highest good, or keep you stuck and keep you down. What are you going to choose? Are you going to choose to let the situation keep you down, keep you stuck, make you feel like you're not enough or like you're not valued? Like, no. You have to hold the knowing that you are enough, that you are valuable. And it's not your responsibility to make everyone else around you see that. You have to know that. I hope you choose to know that it's all working out for you exactly the way that it's meant to. And to trust in Gus, great universal source, God, whatever word best resonates with you. And to fall so in love with yourself and your life that nothing and no one can shake you. Today is a short episode, but I just wanted to share this message with you guys because it has been one that today I have found to be very helpful in my life and in my healing journey. And I hope that it helps yours too, if you're going through something right now, or if you go through something in the future, or even if you've been through something in the past that you're still holding on to. Know that everything is working out for you for your highest good. And trust in divine timing. No matter what, you're going to be okay. You're going to be good. Don't ever forget that. That's all I got for you today. We'll chat soon. Thank you so much for tuning in. If this resonated with you, please make sure you leave a rating and review. Like and subscribe if you are watching on YouTube. Make sure you follow me on TikTok and Instagram at Kayla Cakes, at KAELA.CAKES. Visit my website at MichaelaRyanFalar.com to find out more about my coaching services. All of these links are in the show notes below. Make sure you tune in for next week's episode. New episodes are out every Tuesday and Friday. Chat soon.